Natal Saturn in Leo, important takeaways. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down Saturn in Leo, everything you need to know about this placement and how to master this placement. Now, I've discussed natal Saturn in Leo before in another video, but I wanted to redo it to make it better. So let's go. Let's talk about natal Saturn in Leo. So Saturn represents our fears and insecurities and what we need to master in this life to feel successful and accomplished. That's what Saturn represents. It represents our fears and insecurities and what we need to master in this life to feel successful and accomplished. Saturn also represents how we see our father, our experience with him, and our experience with authority figures. Okay, so it tells us about our father, how we see him, our experience with him, and our experience with authority figures. Leo is associated with children, creativity, self-expression, leadership, dating, and romance. When we're talking about Leo and Leo energy, Leo is associated with children, creativity, self-expression, leadership, dating, and romance. Natal Saturn and Leo people have fears and insecurities surrounding their ability to be creative, to shine, to be the best at what they do, to be good leaders and express themselves. They have to overcome difficulties involving their children, their dating life, their creative abilities, their leadership, and the way they express themselves. Okay, so these are the fears and insecurities, and this is what has to be done to overcome these difficulties. Okay, so natal Saturn and Leo people, they have fears and insecurities surrounding their ability to be creative, to shine, to be the best at what they do, to be good leaders and express themselves in the way that they want to express themselves. They have to overcome difficulties involving their children, their dating life, their creative abilities, their leadership, and the way that they express themselves. This is very important. This is what has to be overcome and mastered. The father is seen as a man that is generous, creative, and loves romance and dating. A man that is proud with a lot of ego. He takes creativity, self-expression, and his romantic affairs very seriously, but there are struggles associated with those matters. Okay, this is a man that also takes leadership very seriously. All right, so the father is seen as Leo-like. He's seen as generous, creative. He loves romance and dating. He's proud. He has a lot of ego, and he takes these Leo-related matters, creativity, self-expression, and romance very seriously, and there may be struggles associated with these matters. This is similar to having natal Saturn in the 5th house. If you have this placement, you want to make sure natal Saturn in the 5th house descriptions as well, because Leo rules the 5th house, and you will find that that information resonates with you and it sounds like you. Make sure you study natal Saturn in the 5th house as well. Celebrity example: Floyd Mayweather, Hillary Clinton, Kanye West, and Ted Bundy. Now with Floyd Mayweather, we saw this because he was so hell-bent in his life. He was so hell-bent on always impressing his father and making his father proud. And he always felt a lot of pressure to make his father proud and be the best boxer he could be, to make his father proud, because that's what his father instilled in him, to be a great boxer. Okay, so there tends to be a lot of pressure associated with the father. The father puts pressure on you to be the best at what you do. Hillary Clinton, she was in a very serious, authoritative position of leadership. She was the first lady of the United States. Kanye West has major struggles involving his creative abilities. As of late, he's been very insecure about the music that he's been putting out. And Ted Bundy, which is interesting with him, is this is how you see the downside of Saturn and Leo. The downside of Saturn and Leo is you have those struggles with romance. Okay, Ted Bundy had struggles with romance, and he took it out in such an unhealthy way on his victims, right? So that's how, so you see how it manifests in a good way, but it can also manifest in a negative, unhealthy way. And that's everything you need to know. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Take care.